for my folk trying to get by. Came through the struggle with my head high. Being broke, and you know what it feel like. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Gotta keep the stove hot so it cook right. If everybody eating, that's a good night. Gotta take a loss, so I took flight. Hard times made for a good life. I said being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich.
Never fell in love with the cocoa. Never had to hold up the stove with the fofo. Never had the dough kicked in by the feds when I'm laying in the bed on the bread that I'm gon' blow. But I do know what it feels like to go to school with the knockoff shoes. Eating free lunch, trying to act all cool. Well, you better know that we paid our dues. Never would I trade that, cause it made me better. Could've made me bitter. Can't buy that struggle, can't name no figure. But it made me richer. Yeah, being broke made me rich. And being low made you quit. But being low made me high. Take time if you want this, let's go.
Being broke and staying on sick right. Do it for my folk trying to get by. Came through the struggle with my head high. Being broke, and you know what it feel like. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Gotta keep the stove hot so it cook right. If everybody eating, that's a good night. Gotta take a loss, so I took flight. Hard times made for a good life. I said being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich.
Money may have made me richer, but the struggle got me richer than I ever been. Learn to hustle, use your muscle, learn to grind and keep your mind up on the future, man. We came out them trenches, government assistance in the beginning. Keep them cans for the pennies. We saving that grease after dinner. Now they counting all my pennies, counting all my figures, all up in my business, man. Now they watching what I'm spending, wonder what I got and wonder how I get it, man. I was ballin' for I had a dollar, being empty-handed made me stupid rich. Rich in loyalty, can't pay the lawyer fee, but it's all good, a squad picture
Being
nigga.
broke and staying on sick right. Do it for my folk trying to get by. Came through the struggle with my head high. Being broke, and you know what it feel like. I said being broke made me rich. 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 Gotta keep the stove hot so it cook right. If everybody eating, that's a good night. Gotta take a loss, so I took flight. Hard times made for a good life. I said being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich. Being broke made me rich.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot. That's not here up in my town. When you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Black stripe, yellow paint. I hear they scared of it, but them pros ain't. Soon as I hit the club, look at them face. Hit the pedal once, make the floor shake. Sway inside, my engine roaring. It's the big boy, you know what I paid for it. And I got the pedal to the metal. Got you out here checking game, I'm balling out on every level. Hear them haters talk, but there's nothing you could tell them. Just made $1 million, got another $1 million on my schedule. No love for 'em, boy, I'm breaking hearts. No keys, push to start. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot. That's not here up in my town. When you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot. That's not here up in my town. When you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Stay fly like I'm supposed to do. That crowd underneath them clouds. close to you. And my car look unapproachable. Super clean, but it's super mean. She wanna ride with them cat. Count stacks, get fly, take trips, and that's that. Real rap, I let her get. She want and she feel that. Convertible drop feel, 87 the top pill. Back, you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. If you don't, you should by now. When you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down, Taylor gang. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. When I pulled off the lot, that's nothing. Reppin' my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans of all ages, good evening and welcome to the campus of Lenoir-Rhyne University and Shuvert Gymnasium for tonight's game between the UVA Wise Cavaliers and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Fans, as you enjoy tonight's game, please remember to keep LR's COVID protocols in mind by properly wearing your face mask over your mouth and nose and keeping a 6-foot distance from those not in your household. There is no food allowed inside Shuvert Gymnasium, and all fans will be required to leave the gym at the end of the game. The NCAA and Lenoir-Rhyne University encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student-athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated under grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you for your support of the South Atlantic Conference basketball. PDQ is a home to great chicken and great people. Make sure you check out their $5 combo at the Hickory location right off US Highway 70. Emerge Ortho is the official sports medicine provider.
As we are back here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing, I'm Adekale Ande, joined by Jeremy Zalaka for Game 2 of our doubleheader here today. Once again, the men's sides are here to play the visiting UVA Wise Cavaliers and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Jay-Z, Game 2, Bears are looking to continue and get off hot here today against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, every game is big when you get to this portion of the schedule. Late in February, turn into March, we know what that means in college basketball. March Madness almost upon us. And these Bears are playing for a bid in the NCAA tournament. Right now they probably have a good grip on an NCAA tournament bid, but games like these could be a landmine. And you lose to a team that's 3-13, that's not going to look favorable for you. And this UVA Wise team is dangerous, playing their best basketball of the season in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, they've got an explosive scorer on their hands, Cam Whiteside. Kid is an absolute bucket for this UVA Wise team, averaging 20.6 a game. In his last game here in Hickory, he had 26 and 13, and then over in UVA Wise, he had 20 and 8. So the kid can really fill it up from all levels of scoring and can get his teammates involved.
Yeah, one of the best scorers in the league, and he is a tough matchup, but the Bears have a guy that's up to the task. Davion Bradford, one of the best defenders in the league and in the region, and he's probably going to have a full helping of Whiteside tonight.
And the Bears, if they're going to be able to win this game, they need to get going offensively early. And they've had too many slow starts here at home and have really been bailed out by being really good free throw shooters towards the end, as well as hitting a couple of shots late. LR needs to capitalize and get going early, and that starts with Darius Simmons and RJ Gunn.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like the two haven't had a big game in the same game yet this year. And Darius Simmons has had some un-Darius Simmons-like performances in the past couple of weeks. We're used to him hitting about 50-60% of his shots. We're pretty spoiled, but he's been struggling in his last 3 or 4. But all it takes is one for him to get right back where he was. And we've seen him have 30-plus point games, and he can do it in the drop of a dime.
As we're about a little under 4 minutes remaining here until opening tip-off, let's go to the starting lineups for both sides. First for the UVA Wise Cavaliers, it's going to be Isaiah Parker at forward, Cameron Whiteside at guard, number 12 Briggs Paris at guard, number 20 Bradley Dean, and number 24 guard Caleb Carter. And now for your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears starting lineup: at guard, number 1 Davion Bradford; at guard, number 3 Mason Hawks; at guard, number 10 Darius Simmons; at guard, number 21 RJ Gunn; and at center Cooper Fowler. Speaking of Fowler, Fowler has had some really huge spurts this season for the Lenoir squad. A slow sophomore start, but he has really picked it up as of late.
A weird statistic for Cooper Fowler. He has not scored a point away from Schufer Gym this year. At home, he's averaging about 9 points a game, and some of his best basketball has been the past month. And unfortunately for Lenoir-Rhyne, that only means 3 or 4 games. But he's been playing at a very high level and had a season-high 18 on Monday, added 5 blocks. It's been since back in 2019 that a Lenoir-Rhyne player had 9 blocks. That was Bertrand Awana in the NCAA tournament game against USC Aiken. And he does a lot of things out there. He can shoot it, he can dish it, he can handle the ball a little bit, he can be a force in the paint defensively. So when he's on his game, it's just another layer to this Lenoir-Rhyne attack that can get you.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. This LR team, when they're clicking on all cylinders, they are a very dangerous team. And you've seen that this season with the upsets, of LMU, Queens, dropping off Wingate here at home. Is pick up everything and get it to go, and keep adding on to their successes. They can't get set back.
Yeah, and we saw against Mars Hill, one-win team. It was a 6-point game here, and it was, basically anybody's game late. So these Bears can beat anybody in the nation. They've got to win the winnable games, and this is definitely a winnable game, and this is hopefully one that you can come out early, jump out ahead, and kind of cruise to a victory with just 3 games left on the slate this season. And this is the last home regular season game for the Bears, who pretty much assuredly have a conference tournament home game, but this will be the last one of the regular season. So, trying to maybe leave with some memories for some of these seniors and have this one be something they can talk about for a little while.
Jay-Z, this is where we do the bold predictions. What is your bold prediction for this game?
Oh, I'm going to look in the crystal ball here, and it's a little fuzzy, so I can't say if it says Darius Simmons or Mason Hawks, but one of those 2 guards is going to find their footing tonight with a big offensive performance. The ball is leaning towards Darius Simmons, but I can see it being Mason Hawks too.
I'm going to go out with the big one on this one. Darius Simmons drops 30 here today. Got the fresh cut from Day on the team, Davion Bradford. He's feeling great. Got that swag with him walking in warm-ups. He's about to ball out here today. I'm going to give him a clean 30-piece.
And this would be a team to do it against. They give up 92 a night. Defense is not their forte. They can scoring 79 a game, but they're not too interested in the defensive end. So this could be a get-right game for a couple of Bears, and a good timing for that, too.
So we're about seconds away from opening starting lineups here inside the shoe. Stay tuned for that, and we'll get rolling here at tip-off very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Starting lineups right here from our PA announcer. Getting it rolling. Should be.
So you got a 30-piece from GK tonight. All right. We'll see. I'm gonna say, and then I'll take Mason Hawks. I'm not saying 30. I'm gonna give Mason 4 made threes tonight. I think he can get going. He's a good shooter. He's just kind of been in a cold slump, right? The past 2-3 weeks, and he just needs one to kind of break out, and he'll be off and running.
Yeah, I just feel something. I saw the swag from Darius Simmons and warm-ups. Just he's feeling himself right now. Nothing like getting a fresh haircut to make you turn up here in the game.
UVA Wise, coached by Blake Mellinger in his 8th season. Coach Sullivan, 5 years here at Lenoir-Rhyne. 64-61 record for Sully. And how about this number? 6 of the 13 wins against ranked teams in Lenoir-Rhyne history have come under Coach Sullivan's watch. So he knows how to take down the big boys.
Number 3, Mason Hawks. And another guard position of 5'11", redshirt senior from Raleigh, North Carolina. Number 10, Darius Simmons. The fourth position is 6'7" senior from Columbia, South Carolina. Number 21, R.J. Gunn. At center for the Bears, 6'11" sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina. Number 33, Cooper Bauer. In his fifth season as head coach of the LR Bears, Everett Sullivan. Assistant coaches Zach Morris and Blake Simmons.
You see the starting lineups once again. We have Isaiah Parker. And for Lenoir-Rhyne, Bradford, Hawks, Simmons, Gunn, and Fowler.
Pretty much the same starting 5 all season for Lenoir-Rhyne, just the Bradford and Armand Muldrew kind of rotate in that last starting spot, but with Bradford's defensive ability and Muldrew's unavailability, I think it was a pretty easy choice for Coach Sullivan.
Looks like it will be Isaiah Parker and R.J. Gunn to tip things off here in the middle.
Parker, a 6'8" sophomore from Hopewell, Virginia, wins that tip.
And
we
now
are off.
Be Bradley Dean,
Easy for you to say.
Being a prolific scorer from Gate City, Virginia. High school teammates with Mac McClung. Wise working it around, a step back, not taken. Dean trying to go to work here. Straight line three-pointer. That is strong there for the freshman.
The three-point game has been a big factor for UVA Wise in their most recent stretch, shooting 40% from three from the last 5 games, and they hit 19 in a game against Queens. I think I said that wrong. UVA Wise.
It's a 2-on-2 zone early on for the Cavaliers, and this is where Lenoir really torched them in the game at Wise.
There's 1 of 4. I'm telling you.
Deep three for Mason Hawks. Just left it short off the iron. Dean corrals the rebound. Whiteside, dangerous with the rock at the top of the key. Going to work here on R.J. Gunn. Drives in with the right, and that will be too easy for Cameron Whiteside.
Thought we'd see more of Bradford on Whiteside. I'm not sure if that was just a transition defensive situation or if R.J. Gunn's going to be handling him.
Bradford, the Bears rolling right now. Get some motion offense set up. Gunn open for a side pocket. 3 and drops it in.
The Bears' best three-point shooter this season, R.J. Gunn, hitting 42% from long range. Hit 4 on Monday night against Mars Hill.
And Dean being guarded by the smaller Darius Simmons. That's Paris with the rock over the Dean. Dribble handoff to Whiteside. Now you see that matchup of Bradford and Whiteside. Back out to Whiteside. Straight line three-pointer left side of the iron.
Dodged a bullet there. Bradford got caught helping too far off of Whiteside. Gave him an open look, but misfired on that one, and fortunate for the Bears.
Fowler will fire from distance. Good. Push to the basketball right in his hands. Simmons takes one from 3 and connects.
Second straight game, Simmons has buried his first shot of the game, a three-pointer, so hopefully this one can lead to a breakout for him.
That's Briggs Paris with the ball. Now into Parker. Parker trying to go to work on Fowler, and a travel will be called on Isaiah Parker.
Yeah, Wise is going with a kind of a 5-out look. 5 guys on the perimeter, nobody in the post, and Parker tried to put it on the floor on that one, and Coop held his ground and drew the charge.
Yeah, I like that matchup of Parker and Fowler. Parker seems like a quicker big than Cooper Fowler. They might look to take advantage of that. A swing to R.J. Gunn for another wing three-pointer from the other side, and he knocks it in.
Watch out. He's heating up.
That's scary for the Cavaliers with 21 and 10 start to get rolling for Lenoir-Rhyne.
In the earlier season matchup, Gunn had 12 points against Wise, but only needed 19 minutes as the Bears won that one by 35.
Whiteside, a good swing. A three-pointer put up by Carter. He was strong on that attempt.
Bears out and running a little bit, trying to get this a little transition offense before the zone sets up. But Wise is equal to the task.
Bradford, top of the key in the zone. Fowler looking for that big skip pass to Simmons. Doesn't get it off. Bradford baseline, back out to R.J. Gunn. Now Hawks will try his luck from three-point range, and that one left short.
A couple good looks here for Mason Hawks.
And needing some help. Wide side, a kick to Paris. Right side of the iron, Fowler with a strong box out. Bradford going to work, quick crossover. Good rotation. Bradley Dean almost ripping it, and he will get the steal for the Wise Cavaliers.
4-on-1 for Wise, and they're able to convert off the turnover.
Briggs Paris, an unorthodox layup there. Almost lost his footing, but able to score. Your score is 9-4 here in the first 5 minutes of the first half. Lenoir-Rhyne on top of the Wise Cavaliers. A three-pointer put up by Simmons, strong. Whiteside, a swing to Dean. Cavaliers are doing a good job of working the ball around, not being stagnant. Carter now to Dean. Dean, the pump fake. Stops and pops at the free throw line and will not get that one to drop.
Good contest there by Darius Simmons. Got a hand in the face, made it a tough shot.
Simmons attacking, driving baseline. Bradford's open. Bradford goes out for the poster. Oh, my goodness.
He did it again.
Davian Bradford. That is not deja vu, folks. Oh, my goodness.
He's made a habit of putting people on posters, and that boy can fly. That's why he's leading the conference in field goal percentage right there, because he keeps taking those ones.
Yeah, Bradford might need to check his nose there after that altitude. That was intense. Jump shot missed at the free throw line by Briggs Paris. Hawks driving in into Simmons, a three-pointer again, the same spot, in and out. 11-4 here so far. Both sides have been going back and forth. Not a lot of defense being played.
Just over 6 minutes in this one. There's 11-4 lead. Good start for them.
Bradley Dean now into Parker. Parker faces up and misses all of that one. Bradford now looking to push for Lenoir-Rhyne. Quick crossover in the paint and just lost it.
Good defense right there. Got it off his foot, off his knee with a quick reach, and we're heading to the first media. 11-4 Bears.
To show you the Southside Power and Fitness replay, yeah, you can't give too much space to Bradford. Just a mean mug after slamming it down on your head. Davian Bradford, talk nice to me.
He can't help but chuckle himself at that one. It's been a fun ride watching Davion Bradford play here for 4 years and doing some things that make us kind of jump out of our seat a little bit.
I tell you what, if you're going to go 1v1 with Davian Bradford, don't jump. Just save yourself the time and effort and the embarrassment. Just don't jump. This kid has got some hops.
He can fly, and like I said, leading the conference in field goal percentage, hitting basically 2/3 of his shots on the year. Only one other player in the league shooting above 60%, and Bradford's got him by 6 whole percentage points in the lead for the conference lead for field goal percentage on the year. Only improving with shot selections like that.
Yeah, it's going to be easier for you for your field goal percentage to be up when you're throwing it down on people's heads. So 11-4 here if you're just tuning in. Lenoir-Rhyne up over the UVA Wise Cavaliers. 13:58 remaining here in the first half. So far, it's been good offensively for Lenoir-Rhyne, and the Wise Cavaliers have been looking to find some holes in LR's defense, just not been able to.
Little extended pressure for the Bears with a couple substitutions, actually looks like four newbies with McLean, Fields, Steele, and Rice joining Bradford in this 5-person lineup.
Trying to turn some defense into offense. Got a lot of Bears who like to push and run in this lineup. Rice will be guarding Dean. Over to Carter. Back to Dean. Wide side, who we've called once or twice here today.
A lot of contact. There you go.
A lot of contact.
Delayed call, but Steele gets it.
It's called for the offensive foul. Is Whiteside doesn't like it, but felt like he had lowered that shoulder and extended his arm just a little bit too much. You see the south side replay. Whiteside just going downhill, kind of lost his balance and extended his arm.
I think somehow our two bigs, the men's and women's, Nikki Hooks and Tim Steele, are the two best players on the team at drawing offensive fouls. And it's not really about size. It's about being in the right place in the right time and anticipating what the offensive player is going to do.
Steele looking for some help. Back inside the Steele. Steele going up strong with the right and gets it to go over Ben Bryson.
This is the start you're looking for Lenoir-Rhyne. Come out early, put some separation between you and the Cavaliers.
Up ahead to Bryson. Three-pointer put up in space, and that will be strong there by Isaiah McAmis. Inside. Fields driving baseline. Ball's really moving here. A skip pass to Steele. A dribble handoff for McLean. And that one's halfway in and out.
Audie, did you ever have your hair like Tyson McLean does right now?
I can't say I've ever had my hair that long, but he's rocking it. McLean looking good out there on the court. Three-pointer by Carter. Connects.
He's got a jumper in that hairdo now.
Bradford. Now over to Fields. Fields looking for help. McLean will fire a deep three. Just missing all of that one. Wants that one back.
That's the old shooters. When you miss one, an air ball, you rub your hands on your shorts like your hands were wet. It wasn't a bad shot. It's just because it slipped out of my hand.
Exactly. Got to move on to the next shot. Wise still looking to attack. Rice gets the steal, and he's going to get called for foul. I don't know about that one. Looked like Rice stripped Bryson, but it's going to be a foul as we see the replay. Maybe a little overzealous there on the reach in. Probably got him a little bit on the offhand. Biggs Paris still back into the game. Carter. Paris fires the free throw line jump shot and left it short. And Bradford up ahead to Rice. The reverse. Too short on that attempt. Up ahead. I think Carter was looking for Whiteside, and that's just not going to work there for the Cavaliers.
Not a good pass. Trying to hit somebody on the run. Putting it at their ankles is not going to complete that pass.
As your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 13, UVA 7. And let's hear a word from our sponsors. Southside Power and Fitness provides an exclusive discount of almost 50% off for LR faculty, staff, and students. Experience what Southside has to offer at southsidepf.com. The only limit is you. K&L Dunright. Are you in the market for a new roof? Contact K&L Dunright Roofing, a proud LR supporter serving the Foothills region since 2009. JC 13-7, 11:34 remaining here in the first half. So far, both teams have kind of been slow offensively and looking to get into this one, and a little bit sloppiness.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start. Lenoir-Rhyne came out, hit a couple shots early, but we're in a little bit of a lull right now. One of the last 6 is UVA is also struggling from the field. Just 3 of 12 so far for the Cavs, 1 of 6 from deep. But the Bears with just a 6-point advantage, we like to see them kind of extend that a little bit here and start knocking down some jumpers like they were earlier in this one.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of open looks, just not been able to knock them in, as Jay-Z just said. But that's why basketball is a game of momentum and a game of runs. Let's see who can carry that here in the next 3 to 4 minute stretch.
This will be interesting, too, to keep an eye on. Neither of these teams is a particularly good rebounding team. The Bears averaging just 30 rebounds a game, and UVA Wise is at 29. So down towards the bottom of the league for both of them. So who can be the better of the worst rebounding teams tonight?
Simmons telling Steele to kind of clear out. Steele has the advantage there on size on wide side. Simmons driving, step back, steps in, takes the contact, and can't get the jump shot to go.
Normally deadly when he gets into the lane. Couldn't get that one to finish.
Carter directing traffic here for the Cavaliers. That's McAmis. Carter, the jab step, the left-handed three-pointer. Twinkles the twine. 3-point ball game.
No, this is what you didn't want to happen, is have UVA Wise hang around. This is a dangerous team that they think they're going to be in it. They're going to give you a run for it. But if you can hop on them early, it's a different story.
Simmons takes the bump, and we'll be going that'll be on the floor. A blocking foul to be called by Ben Bryson. See some substitutions. Re-enter the game. Looks like the starters will check back in for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Just to clarify my earlier point, these are the 2 worst rebounding teams in the South Atlantic Conference. The Bears check in at 12th at 30 rebounds per game, and UVA Wise dead last at 13 at 29 boards a game.
Hawks driving in strong with the left. Cannot get that to go over Paris. Carter threatening from deep. Trying to free up wide side. And looks like 2 Wise Cavaliers players run into each other. Paris. Strong drive here on Hawks. Stopping. But left it strong off the iron. Simmons going to work. He's looking to attack. Kicks it back out. Bradford going baseline again. Draws contact and kind of just extended his arm. Maybe a little bit of a chicken wing there on the baseline. And gets called for the offensive foul.
Good execution of the scouting report, too, there by Whiteside. He knew Bradford wasn't going to shoot that three-pointer. He knew he was more likely to put it on the floor, slid his feet, didn't respect the jumper, and was in the right position to draw the charge.
So 13 to 10 as we show you that replay. 9:49 remaining here in the first half. Working the ball around the Cavaliers. Good back cut as Drew Green has checked into the game for the first time. Bryson going up with the left it short. Good pursuit of the basketball, stripped by Bradford, but Whiteside is there to bail out Parker.
8-0 run for Wise to get right back in this thing, and the Bears are struggling offensively right now, just 33% against the worst defensive team in this league.
Bradford working around to Simmons. Now Gunn. Back out to Simmons. Simmons stops, pulls it back, driving, and that is a great defensive possession by the Cavaliers.
You know, I almost think that maybe Darius Simmons is in his own head a little bit because he had an open look from the top of the key, passed it up, put it on the ground a little too much, and sometimes you just got to take that first open one. It's the best look you're going to get.
It's Bradford now guarding Drew Green, really putting some pressure on him.
Cannot be fun to be the opposing ball handler when Davion Bradford's playing defense.
Bryson connects, and that gives UVA Wise their first lead of the game, 14-13.
The Bears had it 13-4 with 12:35 left, haven't scored in 4 minutes and 29 seconds, and the Cavs have taken advantage.
Looking for Bradford. Hawks, a little miscommunication.
So as you mentioned, Adi, in the pregame, slow starts for the Bears, and here's another one tonight.
And Bradford picks up a cheap foul, 94 feet away from the basket. Yeah, this is not ideal, Jay-Z, for Lenoir-Rhyne. It's these slow starts that really can be a backbreaker when you have to play from behind.
Especially at home. That's the concerning part. And we saw it on Monday with Mars Hill, really slow start. We saw it, again tonight. Normally you come out shooting hot in your own home gym and you're used to these rims and this environment, but 2 games in a row the Bears couldn't figure it out early.
Whiteside driving baseline. Whiteside going with the reverse and just missed all the rim on that one. Good challenge there by Fowler in the middle.
That's the advantage of being 6'10", just snatching that board.
Fields contorting and gets it to drop. Bryson working over the Green. Green being guarded by Mason Hawks. Bryson, a shooter, gets a pin down action. Strong on that shot attempt. Simmons looking to attack. Now inside to Fowler. Got a smaller Bryson on him.
Nice move. Nice drop step by Coop Fowler. Looks for the contact, but a heck of a post move. We saw him on Monday go to the sky hook like Kareem. This time the drop step, unguardable.
Good move there by Fowler on the low block. Whiteside coming off a pin down. A beautiful pass inside to Drew Green.
Good look. That's why he's as talented as he is. He's just as dangerous setting up his teammates as he is finding his own offense.
Yeah, Whiteside's a prolific offensive mind here for the Cavaliers. And a foul will be called on Drew Green. Your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 17, the UVA 16. We'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network.
Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
We're back here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. Lenoir-Rhyne is up 17-16 over the UVA Cavaliers. With 6:58 remaining here in the first half, GZ, it's been a slow start for LR, and credit to the Cavaliers for battling in this one and keeping it close.
Yeah, one of those frustrating games. Opponents against UVA are shooting 51% for the season over 16 games. The Bears just 38% early in this one.
Steele, pump fakes. Jim Fields trying to go to work on Drew Green. Out to Mason Hawks for 3, and finally gets one to drop from the outside.
Pure, and you hope that leads to another one and leads to another one, because once that guy gets hot, it's going to start raining.
Green. Now inside, and an open dunk there for Isaiah Parker.
I think Tim Steele just got hung up on a screen. Good screen for Wise. Got an open look for Parker.
Hawks driving in. Pivoting, and he kind of pulled up Gimpy. Let's hope he's all right. It's an air ball by Steele. That's McAmis pushing.
There he is. Oh,
that looked like an offensive foul and a wide open layup for McAmis. Very confused how all that contact and a no call.
Yeah, that was a charge, but refs let that one go. Tim Steele was in the perfect position to draw that one. Mason Hawks is hobbling, though. Anthony Rice can enter.
Yeah, she shoot his power
that's
finish.
That's a charge.
No, that's just tough. Look like Steele was set there. At least it's got to be a call. It's got to be a blocking or a charge. There's no way you can have that much contact and be a no call.
More concerning now for the Bears, Mason Hawks going down. Anthony Rice comes in, but he looked like he was hobbling pretty good. Hopefully he can shake it off. Training staff can get a look at him, get him back to health, and get him back out here because the Bears could use him.
Trying to post up Gunn on Carter. Carter doing a good job of denying the ball. A lot of contact there. Gunn trying to back him down. And it's going to be staying here. And they're going to call, I think, a blocking foul on Caleb Carter.
Yeah, they're going to say that he was in his cylinder. He was in R.J. Gunn's cylinder, just not giving him any room to do anything offensively. And sometimes that's good defense. That's a definition of good defense. But I guess the offensive player needs a little room to operate, apparently.
20-20 ball game, 5:52 remaining here in the first half. Up to Steele. McLean needs an angle.
Nice
and a
pass,
beautiful pass by R.J. Gunn, threading the needle.
Beautiful look. And Tyson McLean with a nice look to get it to Gunn, too, with a great touch pass to Steele. That's just good offense, and the Lenoir-Rhyne needs to see more of that.
Carter, straight line three-pointer, right side of the iron. Bears are looking to threaten here in transition. Gunn will fire a three. Let's see if he can get hot, and he does just that. R.J. Gunn unload the clip from three.
3 for 3 for Gunn. Get that man the ball. He can take this thing over.
25-25 minutes remaining here in the first half. Drew Green takes the dribble handoff, kind of falling away.
Tough shot.
That's a tough basket off the glass. Steele, and he'll get called for a travel, just moving a little too fast before putting it down on the deck. Show you a replay. The last basket by Green, taking the dribble handoff, drawing the contact and just squaring his chest towards the basket, gets it to go off the glass.
Averaging just 6 points a game, but looks like a heck of an offensive threat on that play.
As Dean re-enters the game for the Cavaliers. Drew Green, we're going to work there on Rice. Rotating the ball around to Parker. Dean. And Dean will get called for a travel.
You know, I guess if you're UVA-wise, you got to feel fortunate about this one. Playing one of the tougher teams in the league. You're not shooting particularly well. You're not, you're turning the ball over a little bit, but you're still within 3 points.
Simmons trying to threaten and short off the front of the rim. Just waiting for it to all click here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Gunn has seemed to got it going, but he is on the bench now. Dean being guarded by Zim Fields. A drive inside by Carter. A steal here by Zim Fields. He's off into the races. Goes up with the left and just left it a little short.
That's one you'd love to see Zim Fields finish. They did all the hard work on the defensive end. Just couldn't get the layup to go on the break.
It's a great take by Fields. 25-22, under 4 minutes remaining here. And a jump shot put up by Parker. Just no good on that attempt. Simmons going to try his luck again from deep. And just has not been. It's like there's a force field on the rim for Darius Simmons. And Paris will try his luck from three-point range. And he connects and ties up the ball game. McLean. Couple jab steps. Working around. Simmons going to drive in baseline, taking the contact. Goes up for two. Darius Simmons.
Big bucket there for Simmons. Maybe he needs to start going to the basket. The threes aren't falling for him in the past about month. So maybe we got to see him get to the basket, get to the line like he does well.
Drew Green left it short. Now Simmons stopping and firing. Just in and out on that attempt. And once again, another great look for Simmons, and he knows it. He's got to hit those.
2 for 8 so far in this one for Simmons. Just 11 for 27 for the Bears, 40%.
Dribble handoff to Paris. Paris trying to make something happen. Parker directing traffic. A deep three by Bradley Dean, and he knocks it in for the Cavaliers. 28-27 as we approach 2 minutes here in the first half. Rice trying to free up Fields. McLean takes the contact, trying to sell it. Now going in strong off the glass, cannot get the roll. It's just another one of those gimmies that you got to get if you're Lenoir-Rhyne. And Parker is going to draw the contact from Tyson McLean. And that's a timeout here. And your score is UVA Wise Cavaliers 28, Lenoir-Rhyne 27. And we'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
As we are back here on Bear Sports Network, if you're just tuning in, Lenoir-Rhyne is down by 1 here to the UVA Wise Cavaliers, 28-27. We're under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Jay-Z, something has to change here. It's been a very uncharacteristic game from both sides. Very low scoring here in the first half.
Yeah, not what we expected coming into this one. Two teams that can get up and down and score a little bit, but points have been hard to come by. Bears shooting 39%. Wise 42%, and it's been a struggle.
Whiteside surveying now to Dean, and I believe he stepped out of bounds right there on the sideline.
Fields enters for Tyson McLean, and we have not seen Mason Hawks back since came up lane. I'm not sure if it was a leg or an ankle on that drive to the basket, but didn't look like he was feeling too good after that play.
And Simmons trying to feed Gunn. Gets picked off there by Whiteside. Whiteside was open on that backdoor cut. Drew Green. Paris driving in, gets stripped by Gunn. Simmons up ahead. Gunn working. Back to Simmons. Takes a power dribble inside, up with the left. A lot of contact there, but wanted a foul. Now Briggs Paris drives up. Stripped by Rice, but it will remain Cavaliers' ball.
Unbelievable defensive play there by Anthony Rice. 3-on-1 to be able to knock that ball out of bounds and give your defense a chance to set up and have a chance to get a stop when it didn't look like you could going against a 3-on-1.
Briggs Paris
almost stepped out of bounds again. He was close.
Very tight there by Zim Fields. Working it back around. Whiteside trying to call his number. 10 seconds here on the clock for the Cavaliers. They got to get going. Drew Green takes the bump from Rice, and Rice will pick up the foul call. Be another sideline inbound. Back to Drew Green. Shot clock reset to 20. Green at the top of the key. Whiteside on the wing, working around. It's a motion offense, trying to get someone free here. Briggs Paris, 1 second, he's got to put it up. A prayer off the backside of the iron. Fowler secures the board. About a 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Simmons going to elect to hold it for one, get a good look at the basket.
I'd like to see RJ Gunn be a focal point of this play. He hasn't missed a shot yet, but only taken 3 in this first half.
And they're going to do just that. Gunn, and he gets kind of bailed out right there with the foul call. As a foul will be called on number 3, Drew Green.
A lot of subs here. Mass subs, like a hockey shift. Guys hopping over the boards right and left.
Yeah, got to get the right personnel here on the court. Really, very important possession. McLean trying to inbound, needs some help. Lobs it up to Steele, back to Simmons. Simmons driving in, gun, side pocket, 3, and knocks it in. Huge shot there by R.J. Gunn to end the half and to take LR up 30-28 as we show you the replay. Looked like they were scrambling, didn't know what was going on, but Simmons calmly finds Gunn in the corner, and he drills the three-pointer to put LR up. 30-28 here as we just finished the first half, and we'll be back shortly with first half analysis and second half action here on Bear Sports Network.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found an expert for my heart.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, shakalaka, 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 shaka. Scoop, shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Under pressure. Pressure.
I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine. I'm flying cloud nine, my head's in the sky. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. Yeah, I'm feeling good tonight. Finally doing me and it feels so right. Oh, time to do the things I like. Going to the club, everything's alright. Oh, no one to answer to, no one is gonna argue, no. And since I got that hold off me, I'm living life now that I'm free, yeah. Told me get my together, now I got my together, yeah. Now I made it through the weather, better days are gonna get better. I'm so sorry that it didn't work out, I'm moving on. I'm so sorry, but it's over now. The pain is gone. I'm putting on my shades to cover up my eyes. I'm jumping in my ride, I'm heading out tonight. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. I'm feeling like a star, you can't stop my shine. I'm flying cloud nine, my head's in the sky. I'm solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, I'm riding solo, solo. Now I'm feeling how I should. Never knew single could feel this good. Oh, star player misunderstood. Back in the game, who knew I would? Oh, so fly, time I spread my wings. Loving myself makes me wanna sing. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Told me get my together. together. Now I got my together. Yeah. Now I made it through the weather. Better days are gonna get better. I'm so sorry that it didn't work out. I'm moving on. I'm so sorry, but I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. And straight up out the objects, I'm a big crip. If I got a pint, I'ma sip, sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back. Deep, know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young on the corner, I had to serve crack. Uncle fronted me some peas, had to get them birds back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a bird back. Cut off the brain and I gave my a new goof. Either you running y'all gang or you suit. Got a new Orleans women that voodoo. And now that now, who knew? I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, tatted, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 2 twins on them both. I put her in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on me, what you say? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, flash.
As we are back here on Bear Sports Network. As we are back here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. 30-28 is your ball game. Lenoir-Rhyne up over the UVA Wise Cavaliers. Let's go into some first half highlights.
So I gave him an open look, but
it was a slow offensive start for both sides, but we saw some promise from the outside from R.J. Gunn as well as Darius Simmons.
Yeah, he hit that first three early, just like he did against Mars Hill, and I thought for sure it was going to lead to a big one, but like Mars Hill, he cooled off after that one. But, this Lenoir-Rhyne team is struggling offensively. Only 71, which for them, is a slow-scoring night on Monday against Mars Hill, and just 30 against a team that came in giving up 90 a night to only get 30 in the first half. It's been a struggle, and the Bears, like everybody else in this league, in the nation, in college basketball, and any kind of sport right now, is dealing with, a little bit of deficit right now with Armand Muldrew not playing. Just some depth. Mason Hawks getting banged up in the first half, so having to overcome adversity is nothing new for this team or any team really that's trying to play any kind of organized sport right now. But you're going to have to figure it out because just a 2-point advantage, and we got a little bit of a shakeup in the South Atlantic Conference standings right now, and some games to keep an eye on. Tusculum with an 11-point lead over Lincoln Memorial at the top of the standings, and if that ends up in a loss for the Rail Splitters, the Bears have 3 losses along the Lincoln Memorial. So important win tonight if they can get it.
You see the player stat update there. Caleb Carter with 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting from the field and 2 of 4 from the outside. And R.J. Gunn, 4 of 4, perfect on the night. 4 of 4 from 3, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 12 points. Like Jay-Z said, I think we need to get like a buzzer count on how many times we're going to say adversity this year.
And then that was the word I was looking for that I stumbled out, and I couldn't get it. It's like I said it 1,000 times this year. I don't know how I couldn't get it out the one time.
That's the common theme going to be for across all sports here in the country or across the country in college sports, adversity. So stay tuned for that. Let's see how Lenoir-Rhyne battles back from that. 30, they're up by 2. It seems like they could be down by a whole lot in this one. Both teams shot 12 of 30 from the field. Wasn't really pretty shooting, as you see. Lenoir-Rhyne 6 of 17 from three-point land. 0 free throws. Can you believe that for both sides? 0 free throws.
Interesting.
And the turnovers are about the same, 6 and 7, 10 and 8. Very similar on both sides. Just poor performances And I give that a testament to better defense on both ends. But let's see if these offenses can kind of pick up here in the second half and make this one more of a exciting game to watch.
Bad news in this one. I don't even see Mason Hawks with the team right now in the huddle, unless I'm missing him. Oh, nope, I'm not missing him. I don't see him over there, Audie. So looks like another Bear maybe down in the second half. So it's time for somebody, Anthony Rice, Zim Fields, Tyson McLean, a reserve guard, to step up and have a big half because Lenoir-Rhyne could use it right now.
Yeah, unless he's pulling a Paul Pierce and going down into the back.
Or Lamar Jackson.
Getting rested up and then coming back where it matters.
Yeah, and we joke about it, but we hope Mason's all right. Never want to see anybody get hurt, especially a key contributor like Mason is, a four-year player, 3-year starter. Hopefully he's doing all right, but it looks like Tyson McLean's going to take his spot in the lineup to start the second half.
I hope he's doing all right as we're about to get things rolling to begin the second half. It'll be Lenoir-Rhyne basketball here.
$20 minutes to go to decide this one on this Wednesday night.
Simmons going baseline, just like that, drawing the first foul of the second half.
Weather is calling for some icy conditions, but it's sure cold in here with the shooting percentages down in the 30s.
Yeah, I'd definitely check to see which one was higher, the temperature outside or the shooting percentages here, and I'm going to go with the temperature outside.
It's close, though.
Fowler, a three-pointer threatening from the wing, and it's been the theme for tonight, just in and out. Good looks from Lenoir-Rhyne. Wise trying to set up their offense. Back inside, that's a great cut and dunk by Isaiah Parker.
Anytime you see your teammate throw one down like that, it's a big momentum swing like the Lenoir-Rhyne got with Davian Bradford in the first half. Hopefully this doesn't become a run for the Cavs.
Tied at 30 apiece. McLean turning. Likes that fall-away jump shot. Just left it short. Fowler trying to secure the basketball. Simmons comes out of the pack and scores with the left.
You got to credit Cooper Fowler for volleyball that one, keeping it alive, and Simmons with the hustle play to get the loose ball and put it in.
Briggs Parrish trying to free himself up. The hesitation and gets the lane and the angle and kisses it off the window. Bradford being guarded by Bradley Dean. Back out to Bradford. Takes the screen. Bradford driving in. Stopping. Needs some help. Gets stripped. Back out to Simmons. 13 on the shot clock. Simmons stops and leaves it short on the rim. Whiteside working around to Bradley Dean. Trying to free up some pin down. Whiteside not able to get it go. He's been quiet here tonight.
Just 4. Came in averaging 20 a game.
Simmons drawing the contact and an injured Cavalier player down. Briggs Parrish has been holding his face for a couple seconds, still letting them play. Fowler, and yeah, they should have stopped it a long time ago. Parrish has been down for a good 6 to 10 seconds. Let's hope he's all right. He's kind of holding his mouth.
Took one in the chops on Darius Simmons' drive. DK can initiate some contact down there, and I think we got a little blood on the court as DK went up for the basket and kind of shoulder in the mouth face region, and we got a little blood on the court, so this one's going to be a little delayed.
Briggs Parrish able to walk off under his own power. Just going to try to stop that bleeding. Let's hope he's all right. I'm going to get a word from Custom Design Group. If you want official LR apparel and you love those jerseys out there on the court, make sure to visit Custom Design Group in person or online at lrwear.com. Custom Design Group is the official apparel provider of LR Athletics. Emerge Ortho. Don't let bone, joint, or muscle conditions keep you from doing what you love to do. At Emerge Ortho Foothills Region, they treat the elite athletes of Lenoir-Rhyne University to help keep them moving on the field, and they can help you too. Whether you're playing right here at Moret Stadium, John Lance Court, or in your backyard, their goal is the same, to help keep you moving. To learn more about Emerge Ortho Foothills Region, visit emergeorthofoothills.com. So we're knotted up at 32 apiece here inside the shoe. 17:54 remaining in the second half. We're going to show you a replay. The last possession, I believe, where Simmons was able to corral the ball and find it in for the layup.
Craftiness of Darius Simmons. Big shout out to athletic trainer Joe Broush on the cleanup, the blood cleanup off the court. Almost National Athletic Trainers Month coming down a couple weeks till it's Trainers Month. There's a big shout out to all the trainers, athletic trainers out there that have helped navigate us through this crazy COVID world and picked up some tasks that they aren't used to.
Yeah, and we got an excellent LR athletic training staff here. Great people. Do an excellent job here protecting all of our student athletes.
So we're going to have 17 to shoot. Tie game. Gunn taking it out on the sideline.
Into Fowler. McLean now looking for Simmons. He takes the screen from Fowler. The slip. And Whiteside almost got the steal. McLean, an open corner three. In and out on that attempt.
Bears are just getting good looks. They just can't connect. Wide open there from McLean. Just couldn't send it home. Rattled out. Been the story of the night.
Parker directing traffic. Dean loses the handle. Bradford comes up with the steal, and that is going to be an intentional. They're tripping up Bradford.
That's a hustle play there from Davion Bradford. He just wanted the ball more than the UVA Wise players did, and he went out and got it.
You know Bradford was going to go for one of those highlight dunks if he could hold on to the ball without getting fouled. Still knotted up at 32 apiece. 17-23 remaining. Simmons frees up, takes the screen. Fowler slips, a wide open three. Knocks it in, the big man, trying to be the catalyst.
As he was on Monday. Cooper Fowler had 12 of his 18 in the second half on Monday. If he can repeat that again today, I think the Bears will be in a good spot.
A good back cut by Whiteside, going up against Fowler.
Fowler got a piece of that one after a 5 rejection performance. Swats his first one away.
See that last replay. Simmons takes a screen, and Fowler, great pick and pop guy, able to slip off the screen and fire for three. We're going to try that same play again. Simmons getting in to the paint with ease.
Just hard to defend. You have to respect the jump shot of Cooper Fowler and respect the drive of Darius Simmons. You almost got to play it perfectly every time.
So that's Bryson. Now over to Dean. Dean takes the screen from Parker. Parker.
A lot of dribbling, but he didn't go anywhere.
Now over to Whiteside. He's going to have to get working. Whiteside pro hop in the paint and calls the foul on Zim Fields. And I'm not sure about that one. Looked like a lot of verticality from Fields. It looked like Whiteside created all the contact.
It's about as emotional as you see Zim Fields get on the basketball court. He does not show much emotion out there. Just put his hands up, signifying he didn't do anything with her. Plays at an even keel, doesn't Zim Fields?
Yeah, definitely does. A very cold-blooded assassin, Zim Fields. All business on the court. So Whiteside able to sink that first free throw. And goes 2 for 2 at the line. Cuts it to a 3-point game here for Wise. 37-34 Lenoir-Rhyne on top of UVA Wise. Bradford clearing out. Motion offense. Simmons driving in again. Dumps it off for Zim Fields. Back out to Bradford. Fowler directing traffic. Fields now back outside for Gunn, and just a little out of his reach, and Gunn patting his hand, telling him it's my bad, and forgot to rotate over. So we have a media timeout here. Your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 37, UVA Wise 34, and we'll be back shortly.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent. more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back here inside Schuford Gymnasium. Your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 37, the UVA Wise 34. DZ 15:56 remaining. Still slow start here for both teams to begin the second half, but there's more promise because there's 15 minutes remaining. It's got to get better from here.
Somebody's going to have to pick it up. The Bears shooting only 30% in the second half here early. And somehow UVA Wise only has 4 shot attempts in these 5 minutes. The Bears got 10 up. So something's going to have to give here in the last 15 minutes.
Drew Green with the rock here for Wise. Parker needs some help wide side. A couple of jabs. Trying to free loose. Carter, a deep 3, and he'll rattle one in.
Caught in rhythm. Got that one up, and good. Ties it up. Like to see, I know it sound like a broken record, but get RJ Gunn some more looks here. 4 of 5, only 5 shot attempts in this one.
And a foul will be called on, I believe, Caleb Whiteside. A dislodge. And that'll be a baseline out for Lenoir-Rhyne. RJ Gunn looking for his shot once again. Fields driving in with the right, and he'll get the friendly roll.
Zimfield just dynamic slasher, getting to the bucket. 4 points for the sophomore, and that's what he does best. Getting to the lane, finishing in the paint.
Working the ball around. Carter, who just hit a 3. Back to Bryson. Whiteside. Once again, who's been quiet here tonight. And draws the contact is Whiteside. Let's see who the foul's on.
I think they're getting Darius Simmons coming across the arm, giving him 2 shots, sending Whiteside to the line for 2. Just 2 of 6 from the field is Whiteside, but 2 for 2 from the line, giving him 6 points. Also, I guess we haven't mentioned this yet. Whiteside with 3 personal fouls, so something to keep an eye on. Picks up a 4th here in the second half. Gonna have to sit for an extended period of time. LR should probably look to exploit that one.
Yeah, you know Whiteside's going to go and get his. Just a matter of not how, but when. As we're tied up at 39 apiece. Under 15 minutes remaining here in the second half. Steele. Fakes the dribble handoff. Simmons.
A lot of congestion over in that corner. A lot of bodies. Beller's got to keep their
Gunn,
spacing.
a deep 2, and he sinks it. It's been that kind of night for RJ Gunn. Going back door to Cam Whiteside. A pretty play by Drew Green.
Carving him up there. Cam Whiteside. Schooling the sophomore with the backdoor cut.
It's all about that shift in hips when you're going backdoor. Rice. Simmons needs some help. Or the Zim Fields. A little bit of a push off, and he'll get called for the offensive foul.
Whiteside drawing the charge, getting 2 buckets in a row. You're hoping this isn't going to spark the score.
Yeah, it's tough. You can't really extend that arm that far like Zim Fields did. And maybe a little bit of a sell job by Whiteside, but at the same time, it's a good look. Good defense by Whiteside.
3rd on Fields. 14:08 to go. They're leaving him out there.
It's Bradford going to look to draw Drew Green's attention. Tight defense being played on Drew Green. Another backdoor cut and a big dunk on the other end by Caleb Carter.
Zim Fields caught 2 times.
Left-handed slam. Let's see if that energizes the Cavaliers as they retake the lead. Fields. Now Gunn. Gunn back out to Zim Fields. He's going to stop for a jump shot. Not the ideal look there for Zim Fields. It was an open look.
More of a slasher than a jump shooter. Zim Fields hasn't hit a 3 this year.
And Carter feeling himself, trying his luck from three-point range. Good save by Anthony Rice. The Bears are off and running here. Zinfield slashing, back out to RJ Gunn. A nice three-pointer. Just left it short.
Nice
RJ
play.
Gunn going up for the big-time dunk and a great challenge there by Drew Green.
That play goes to Davion Bradford, keeping that ball alive, tipping it out to RJ Gunn. Good hustle play. We've seen a couple of them from Davion Bradford here in the second half.
Yeah, Drew Green did a great job right there. Honestly, if he had not stepped up any quicker, RJ Gunn might have dunked it on his head. That would have been tough. Was Gunn able to sink the first free throw? 1 point ball game. We have some substitutions to re-enter the game. Looks like Fowler and McLean. Two for two at the line goes RJ Gunn to tie the ball game up, back up at 43 apiece.
Well, extended pressure defense from Lenoir-Rhyne, get him a little bit of a different look. Kind of switching up the defenses.
Wide side into Carter. Giving some frustration here to the Cavaliers. Whiteside's going to have to go to work here on RJ Gunn. Driving in with the right hand, and that kid is smooth.
He's getting going, and that's dangerous for Lenoir-Rhyne. He can fill it up real quick. 6 straight.
Simmons looking for some pin down, back outside on Drew Green. A nice pocket pass, but that's read by Drew Green. Comes up with the steal. Whiteside, 9 to Drew Green. Driving in on Fowler with the left hand. Gets it to go off the glass. Just like that, a 4-0 run here for the Cavaliers. They're up 47-43 with 12 minutes remaining here in the second half. And we're going to get a timeout here from Coach Sullivan and Lenoir-Rhyne. Gonna shout out to our sponsors here, Hickory Construction. Hickory Construction is a proud supporter of the Bears, where quality and integrity still exist. Hickory Construction has been building your community for over 75 years. Everett Chevrolet, ready for a nicer, newer ride? Everett Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac is always here to help by providing family-friendly customer care since 1967. Visit them in person at one of their 2 convenient locations in Hickory and Morganton, or start your search online at everettchevy.com today. To show you a replay, last possession, another backdoor cut, and a big slam there for Caleb Carter. And those are just the little minor mental mistakes there from the Bears that you can ill afford to happen, letting an easy backdoor cut for 2 straight offensive possessions.
Yeah, 12:05 left in this one, and this is the largest lead of the game for UVA Wise. The Bears have led for most of it, but Wise has hung around, and that's what you don't want to happen when you're the favorite in a game. You don't want the underdog to hang around for too long, because then they got the feeling that they can beat you. And UVA Wise has that feeling right now, especially with their best player heating up. 6 straight points from Whiteside, 4-point advantage, and really RJ Gunn has been the main option for Lenoir-Rhyne, 16 points. Darius Simmons with 9, but that 9 comes on 4 of 13 shooting.
Yeah, I'm going to look for Lenoir-Rhyne to really, in order to get back in this one, they're going to need to turn defense into offense. And that's what really they capitalized in their last time playing UVA Wise at Wise, was they turned defense into offense so quickly, and it forced the Wise team to play LR's basketball. Gunn wanted the backdoor cut.
Try and give them a little bit of their own medicine. Didn't work. They were ready for it.
Fowler at the top of the key. McLean. Good slip by Fowler, and he goes up and finishes for 2.
Davion Bradford can put him on posters, but Cooper Fowler just couldn't get all the way up there for the slam, big fella.
He got stuck in between a finger roll and a dunk. Whiteside trying to work it out. Drew Green able to keep the possession alive. A lot of dribbling, and Carter, a deep 2, and he'll rattle that one in.
That was great defense from Lenoir-Rhyne in that possession. Just gave an open look. They played great defense for 23 seconds. As just a bad turnover, just an inexcusable turnover there from McLean.
I think he wanted to see Bradford catch that pass, but Bradford was not on the same page. And we have a timeout here, and we're going to take a short breather here on Bear Sports. Excuse me. Scratch that. It's that time of the game.
No breathers? We don't need breathers, Audie. We're going to keep
the
going.
Texas Roadhouse fan of the game here today. That is the Sigmund family. They deserve to be the fans of the game today because Hickory is their home and the Bears are their family, and regardless of what schools their friends go to, they are constantly trying to convince that LR is the best, and we appreciate all their effort here on Bear Sports Network. They are the Texas Roadhouse fan of the game, and if you want to be the Texas Roadhouse fan of the game and win dinner, free dinner for two, make sure you tag at Bear Sports with a photo and a reason why you deserve to be the Texas Roadhouse fan of the game.
Shouts to Chris Ramirez watching at home and everybody for watching at home. Thanks for joining us on the Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing, in this one 49-45 UVA Wise with 11-12 to go. And hope everyone's safe out there and getting ready for this cold weather coming through. Like the same five for Lenoir-Rhyne: Fowler, Gunn, Bradford, Simmons, and McLean.
Wise with a 4-point advantage, looking to extend their lead. Bradford playing really tight here on Drew Green. Into Whiteside, trying to go to work on McLean. Will fire a three. Parker strong, but Carter corrals the board. Another second chance opportunity for the Cavaliers. McAmis needs some help. Carter, pro hop, puts up a shot. And
he's just hitting everything now.
Wow, that's a circus and acrobatic finish there for Caleb Carter.
Carter with 15 on 6 and 9 shooting.
RJ Gunn, straight line three-pointer. Just in and out on that attempt. And just like that, a 6-point advantage for the Cavaliers, 51-45.
7-23 shooting, and another backdoor cut. It's just too easy for UVA Wise.
Yeah, they've been carved in this LR defense, just catching them sleeping on those cuts. Fowler needs some help. Bradford going baseline. Gets stolen by Carter. Carter's off and running. Behind the back move, puts it up with the left and can't get it to go. Good defense by Simmons. McLean driving in with the right hand. Finishes strong for LR. Kind of cuts the momentum there for the Cavaliers just a little bit.
Yeah, you wonder if that's going to come back and haunt them.
And Carter
showboating a little bit on the end, trying to go behind the back and score when he had a 3-on-1. Lenoir-Rhyne answers on the other end, and hopefully that comes back to bite the Cavs.
Simmons driving in, and he finishes with the left. Just like that, a 4-0 spurt for LR. Drew Green once again being harassed by Bradford. Whiteside. Whiteside trying to attack McLean. Carter has had the hot hand as of late for the Cavaliers. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And good defense by Cooper Fowler to stop Whiteside.
Bears pushing, got numbers if they want it, but they're going to pull it out, run some offense. Let's get a good one here.
Into Simmons. Simmons takes the hedge. Back out to Fowler. Simmons going to look to go to work. Simmons wide open for three. Just in and out. There's just been a force field on top of the rim, blocking all these shots of the Bears. Really good looks. Just not able to get anything to fall here as of late.
7 of 24 from deep, just 29%. And we mentioned how much this Wise team struggles on the defensive end. Opponents normally shooting 36% from three. Bears just 29.
Inside the Whiteside, he loses the handle, takes the bump. Just too far of a pass by Drew Green. Your score is 53-49. 8 remaining here in this game.
I almost don't want to talk about what's going on around the league because the only thing that matters tonight is Lenoir-Rhyne winning this game. But Tusculum with a big advantage, 80-61 over Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorial in danger of losing their second straight. You mentioned, I don't know how long it's been, but probably a while for them to lose 2 in a row.
Gunn, top of the key, once again, short.
You know, I think Lenoir-Rhyne needs to start going to the basket. They're not hitting threes. They're 7 of 25 from deep. Go to the basket.
And now McAmis will fire. He's not short on his attempt. Knocks it in and extends the lead to 7 points. Rice being aggressive on the other end and trying to do what you called up to easy and attack the basket.
Well, you got to be able to have a second option. And when you're not hitting your threes like Lenoir-Rhyne hasn't in the past, like 3 games, you got to have something else to fall back on.
Dribble handoff for Drew Green. Now trying to find Parker on the post against Gunn. He gets denied, Whiteside. Puts it up and hoop and harm for Cam Whiteside. And a media timeout will be called. And we'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement art.
Welcome back to Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. As you see the player matchup right there, RJ Gunn with 16 points on 24 minutes, 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from three-point line. Caleb Carter with 17, 7 of 12, and 3 of 7 from three-point line. Your score is UVA Wise 58, Lenoir-Rhyne 51, 7:09 remaining here in this one. That is Cam Whiteside at the line. Completes the and one.
Chalk this up to you just can't predict basketball. Audi 35-point win in Wise about a little over a month ago. Down 8 with 7 to go in this one.
Simmons almost losing the handle. Looking to split. Gets fouled. Seems like anytime Simmons is even the slightest bit out of control, he's able to draw contact on the offensive end.
Big foul there, 4 on Green.
Good to see Briggs Parents is back into the game. Able to clean up that blood and look like his cut open from his nose. And Fields, strong take inside.
Great pass by Davion Bradford. Bears setting up the press, trying to get a little energy in this place. The bench getting going.
6-point ball game. Rice guarding Bryson very tight. Trying to free up Whiteside. Good ball denial by Bradford. Whiteside has the rock now. Whiteside spinning up with the right hand, and that's a pretty move by Cam Whiteside.
Tough to stop that one. That's why he's averaging 20 a game for offense like that.
You see the replay. Whiteside just takes the screen, a lot of momentum, the hesitation, and then spins back to his strong, dominant right hand. Lob it into the backcourt to Simmons, and they'll set up the play. Wise in a, look like a 3-2 zone. Zim Fields trying to break it. Bradford waving his hands. He was open. Simmons, a straight line three-pointer, and finally drops it in from the top of the key.
We talk about this a lot, Adi, and somehow there's a switch that gets flipped in Darius Simmons' mind with about the 6-minute mark, and he can just take over a game, and he's probably the most clutch shot maker the Bears have.
Yeah, he's got that clutch gene in him. As Briggs Paris, an elbow jump shot drops in for him.
It's going to be hard to come back when you can't get a stop on the defensive end. 4 of their last 5 is UVA wise.
Let's see if this becomes the Simmons show down the stretch. Simmons driving in, back out to RJ Gunn. Gunn will fire his from 3. Can't get it to drop, and a foul will be called against Briggs Paris. Look like a hook on Zim Fields. And that's a good thing for the Bears, as that sends Zim Fields to the line for a 1-and-1. And Fields able to drop that one in. Cut into this lead of the Cavaliers. Still 5:13 remaining, a lot of basketball left. It's coming down the wire. What else do you expect in SAC conference basketball?
Anthony Rice was the only one in press defense. Everybody was back, so he scampers back, and LR looks like they're in 2-3, throwing his own look.
Briggs Paris. Good deflection by Rice.
Got to know where Whiteside is at all times in this zone. Dangerous.
Whiteside fires the free throw line jump shot, and he connects. We called it. They're going to look for 10. He's feeling it here in the second half.
Him and Carter each 7 of 12 from the floor.
Bradford spinning in no man's land, up to Gunn, going up on the right.
Contact.
A block and goes up again. Misses it, but he'll be going to the line, I believe, for 2.
Foul call against number 12, Briggs Paris. His third, team foul number 8. RJ Gunn.
Gunn knocks down the first free throw attempt, and Cooper Fowler will re-enter the game for Lenoir-Rhyne. Two for 2 goes RJ Gunn. 6-point ball game, 4:30 remaining. Wise up 65-59. A steal by Rice. Goes up with the left, can't get it to go, gets the offensive rebound. Back into Gunn as a quick 4-0 spurt. Great hustle there by Anthony Rice in the full court pressure.
Anthony Rice stepping up, getting some major minutes tonight because of a Mason Hawks injury, and he is making the most out of it, trying to get a little energy for Lenoir-Rhyne with the steal and the dish.
Bradford almost getting a steal in the passing lane there. Gunn knocks it out. Rice on the floor. Paris will fire a three-pointer.
Over the back.
And a dislodge there by Whiteside, and that'll be a foul going the other way.
Big swing right there. If Paris knocks down the open 3, it's an 8-point game. Instead, the Bears get the rebound. They're going to go to the line shooting 1-and-1. Davion Bradford after the break.
You should see that replay of the possession before for the Bears. Able to punch it in is RJ Gunn. 4-point ball game. We'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Welcome back inside John Lentz Court, housed in Shuford Memorial Gymnasium, as we take a look back at the K&L Dunlop shot. And you guessed it, Davion Bradford doing Davion Bradford things with the poster in the first half. And an exclamation point for Lenoir-Rhyne, Davion Bradford with a little chuckle. And the Dominoes player of the game, obviously R.J. Gunn for his performance tonight, a 20-point, 3 rebound, 2 assists, 6 of 12 from the field, and the Bears are going to need more from him in the last 350 if they want to come out on top.
It's Bradford to the line for the first of a 1-and-1. Drops that one in. I think we need to start just putting it down in our notes that we're expecting a Davion Bradford poster in every game from now on. That way we're ready for it.
How much would they sell those at the bookstore for? $20? Is that a $20 poster?
At least. Put an autograph on that and be making some commission here. Simmons trying to knock the ball away from Whiteside. Green trying to make something happen into Paris. Good work as Whiteside gets inside, and Fowler gets called for the foul. And that will send Cameron Whiteside to the line for 2. We show you the replay. That's a good look and cut by Whiteside. And yeah, I felt like there's a little bit of contact there in the back, but a clean block up top.
Good scorers are lethal without the ball. And Whiteside showing there. Can get open and get to the line.
Yeah, off-ball movement is one of those things as a guard you got to be somewhat decent at, especially if you're being locked down defensively. You got to be able to free yourself up for a good look. Whiteside has been able to do that today. That pushes the lead up to 5 for the Cavaliers. We're approaching 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Feels like there's too much time to try and roll the ball up the court, but Bears save a couple seconds, get it into Gunn.
Gunn needs some help. He's being doubled, goes up, and gets it to go.
This should really be the R.J. Gunn show down the stretch. I mean, he needs the ball in his hands every possession. He's been the most lethal scorer for not only tonight, but the past 4 years in a Lenoir-Rhyne uniform. And if I'm Coach Everett Sullivan, he's getting the ball every possession.
Yeah, Bears have got to play tight defense here. It's a 3-point ball game. 2:50 remaining. Green with the rock. That is Parker. Miscommunication. And Carter's able to save it. 3 seconds on the clock. A deep 3 by Carter. Comes up with air there, and great defensive possession by Lenoir-Rhyne.
It's a big momentum swing, those shot clock violations, when you can hold a team without a shot attempt or hitting iron in 30 seconds. Now come back and score, and Lenoir-Rhyne might be able to take advantage of this momentum a little bit.
2:30 remaining. Lenoir-Rhyne down 3, 67-64. Simmons going baseline. Bradford stepped in the lane of Fowler. Fowler needs some help. And great poise by the sophomore to settle everyone down. Fowler swing to Bradford. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Simmons pulls up for 3. He's not able to get that one to drop. That would have been a huge shot to tie up the game. Whiteside, a lot of space. Under 2 minutes now. Wise up 67-64. A same move and a big block by Cooper Fowler as Whiteside was threatening inside the paint.
Second block of the game for Coop. 5-block performance last game. He's really hitting his stride here lately. 7.7 boards for the big man.
A lot of contact between Whiteside and Bradford there on the inside.
10 to shoot.
Back cut for Whiteside, and that's just too easy there for Cameron Whiteside. Bears have got to start putting the basketball in.
That's just...
And a turnover there for Lenoir-Rhyne as Simmons needed help and just couldn't get it. A timeout will be called by Coach Sullivan. Lenoir-Rhyne is down 69-64 here to the UVA Wise Cavaliers, and we'll be back shortly.
a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you.
We're back here on Bears Sports Network. Score is 69-64. Bears have got to play tight defense here. They're down 5. A minute 30 remaining. Up ahead, Gunn gets the steal. Up ahead to Bradford. He's pushing in transition. Behind the back pass to Zim Fields. And just not the right idea there for Bradford trying to force the issue.
Why are you trying to throw a behind the back pass down 5 with a minute 30 after you just got a big steal? You just can't do that. You can't do it.
And almost a turnover by Rice. And they're going to call a foul on Anthony Rice. Yeah, I got to stay with the basics there. You're 2v3. Can't expect Zimfield to stop there and let you go 1v3. You got to go back to elementary school, so to say, and just kind of dump it off. You don't need to get too fancy with it.
Got to give a shout out to Anthony Rice in this one. Played some really, really valuable minutes in the second half. Did some good things for Lenoir-Rhyne.
So 1-1 for the Cavaliers.
And somebody's got to put a body on the shooter there. 4 guys for the Bears at the line, and Wise almost gets their own rebound off a missed free throw.
Bradford driving, needs some help. And Simmons, the hustle play to keep that one alive. Gunn telling everyone to clear out. Gunn going to work and draws the contact and go in the line for 2.
Very, very sloppy play for Lenoir-Rhyne here. Under 2 minutes to play, you can't be as loose with the ball as they have been. R.J. Gunn finally got sick of it and said, give me the ball, get out of my way. And he's going to the line shooting 2 with down 5.
Yeah, this is what we've been talking about for this men's team, Jay-Z. They've got to treasure the basketball. It's the unforced mental errors that have really been costly. Is Gunn able to sink that first free throw?
Got to hit this one and set up the press and try and get another turnover. We saw Lenoir-Rhyne come out of the losing end of a game like this on Saturday. Maybe they can figure out a way to sneak one out when they probably didn't deserve one.
Down 3. And almost a steal by Bradford. And a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2. Bradford comes up with a huge play. And that's the thing with Davian Bradford. Almost a two-edged sword. He might make a costly mistake, but he's always going to make up for it in the end.
And if somebody's making a play on the defensive end, you can bet your bottom dollar it's Davion Bradford for this Lenoir-Rhyne team. And there he was again, but not a huge free throw shooter in volume or number of makes, so he needs to step up and bury these ones.
In and out on the first attempt for Bradford. Gets a nice pep talk there from Rice.
Just 6 of 9 from the line on the season coming into this game for Bradford. 1 of 3 tonight.
Bradford left it short. Ball's up and kept alive by Fields, and they're going to call a foul. I think Fields will be going the line for 2 now. So we'll do this again with Lenoir-Rhyne an opportunity to cut it into this 3-point lead.
As upset-minded as I almost said well, but I don't think they've played well either. But as upset-minded as UVA Wise has played for these first 39 minutes, they have left some opportunities for Lenoir-Rhyne to get back in this thing, or else it would have been a lot tougher for the Bears.
Fields rattles in the first free throw. 2-point ball game, 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining here. Calmly 2 for 2 at the line is Zim Fields. Time to turn on the pressure. Up ahead to Whiteside. Don't have to foul if you're Rice.
Yep, got a pressure defense. Get all over them, make them think about it.
And a backdoor cut
Good
for Whiteside, and a timeout by the
Wow.
Cavaliers and Coach Blake Mellinger.
You feel for him because he called the timeout just before the pass, but they had a wide open dunk on another backdoor cut. That would have been the fifth basket, easy basket off a backdoor cut in this half, but Lenoir-Rhyne gets bailed out there with a timeout call, and 1 point game with 49 seconds. I guess we shouldn't expect anything different here. This Lenoir-Rhyne team is accustomed to playing close games, and a lot of them. And we got another one tonight.
Yeah, here at home, it's been something. I mean, my blood pressure hasn't sit still. All the home games here for Lenoir-Rhyne, they've been close, and it's just been a gritty team. Let's see if they're able to kind of pull this one out. 49.5 seconds remaining. They're down one here to the UVA Wise Cavaliers. JZ, what are you doing here on the defensive end?
Well, if you're UVA Wise, and Lenoir-Rhyne has to know, this ball is going to Whiteside. He's got 23, he's 8 of 14, and if he's not scoring, it's going to Carter, who's got 17 on 7 of 13. Other than that, I'm letting anybody else handle the rock for the Cavs.
You don't have to foul. If you're LR, just play tight defense. Good pressure. We have 7 on the shot clock. Bradford on Whiteside. Paris not being guarded by Gunny. Paris will fire a deep three-pointer. Left it short. Bradford corrals the board.
Big rebound by Davion Bradford. Went up, skied for that rebound. And Lenoir-Rhyne with a chance to win it now.
1 second difference between game clock and shot clock. Simmons holding it. Gunn. A fall-away jump shot. Up. Rice puts it up. Zim Fields gets it and puts it up. The Bears are up 1. Zim Fields with a huge rebound and put back for Lenoir-Rhyne. And that all started with Anthony Rice on the boards.
Right place at the right time, Zim Fields and Anthony Rice. We talked about, how many times have we seen, whether it's a men's game or women's game, somebody has to step up. You don't know when your number is going to be called, but you always got to be ready. And Anthony Rice tonight was ready. He answered the call. You might not see it all in the box score, but his energy, his defense, his rebounding, making big plays for his teammates, he has stepped up in a major way with Mason Hawks injured.
Yeah, the senior from Atlanta, Georgia, is really helping this Bears squad. He's helped them right there, put them up by 1. As you see that last stat update graphic, Gunn with 24 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. Whiteside, 23 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. So Wise with an opportunity now. 12.3 seconds. They're down 1 inside the shoe. What else can you expect here from SAC Conference basketball?
You've got to guard Whiteside. He's going to get the ball. Davion Bradford's got to be all over him and hounding him. And I'm sure Rice is going to be out there for defense. He's played solid defense. Fields is a good defender. You got to earn this W, and the last time we saw this, it didn't turn out Lenoir-Rhyne's way. So the basketball gods got to be good to us tonight and even out the record.
They got to go full court. He needs some help. Up to Whiteside. Shot clock off. 8 seconds. Whiteside being guarded by Gunn. Whiteside dribbling. Puts a wild shot up and drops it in. They're up 1, and a timeout will be called by Lenoir-Rhyne. Cameron Whiteside. Talk about a move.
And I think Lenoir-Rhyne just called a timeout without any timeouts left. Darius Simmons just called the timeout. They do not have any timeouts left. Technical foul. This game is over.
That's just tough there if you're Lenoir-Rhyne.
Got to know the situation. Nobody else was calling timeout, so they clearly knew that they didn't have any. Darius Simmons motioned for it 3 or 4 times. The ref didn't want to give it to him, but he did because Simmons just kept calling for it. And for the second time in 3 games, Lenoir-Rhyne is going to go down in the final seconds unless something miraculous happens, but 2 foul shots for UVA Wise, and they'll get the ball. Doesn't look good for the Bears.
Okay, we've seen a miracle in Moretz before. Let's see if we can get something rolling here inside Shuford. You said Cavaliers will get 2 free throws in the ball. They're up 1, 71-70. 2.7 seconds remaining.
How did Whiteside hit that shot, too, by the way? That was a crazy shot.
I'll tell you what,
Great
Whiteside picked
Gunn.
up his dribble there at the elbow and was able to extend all the way to the cup. Some long strides by Whiteside. Picked up his dribble right there at the elbow and just contorted his body and put up a miraculous scoop shot layup. And that will send Briggs Paris still on for 2.
Now you just need UVA Wise to choke this one away as the only shot at the free throw line.
Paris's first free throws of the game, and he comes up short on the first attempt.
Maybe Darius Simmons was just trying to ice the shooter with the timeout. What do you think?
Always tough when you're by yourself trying to shoot free throws, and Paris goes 0 for 2 at the line.
There's a pulse. If there is any chance to foul him again, you got to send him back to the line. And it should be Wise ball, right? Or is it? That's Lenoir-Rhyne ball. Okay, so the Bears get it after the timeout, after the technical. Nothing changes because of the T. And UVA Wise
will call a timeout.
Call their last timeout.
2.7 seconds remaining in this one. Lenoir-Rhyne down 1, 71-70. Big difference maker here for LR. Let's see what kind of play they draw up. In 2.7 seconds, even the fastest player could only take 2 dribbles and get to like half court. So let's see what happens here.
Well, you talked about the blood pressure. We had a buzzer beater by Cooper Fowler on the third to last home game. Then Anderson hit one with 2 seconds left, and the second to last home game. And the Mars Hill game came down to the last minute or so, and we got another one here tonight. Is there a little magic left in these Bears? Only 2.7 to get one off.
Heads up play by Fowler, asking the ref if he could run the baseline, and the ref said yes. 2.7 seconds remaining. Looking at an inbound, up ahead to Simmons. Simmons has the rock. Fires up a 3, and left side of the iron, no good for Lenoir-Rhyne, and the Wise Cavaliers win this one 71-70 here over Lenoir-Rhyne. A backbreaker if you're LR. That's a tough loss. And UVA Wise improves to 4-13 on the season, while Lenoir-Rhyne drops to 8-4. Just a backbreaker there at the end, Jay-Z.
Decent look. Tough play for him. He kind of was going up against the sideline. But your senior, one of your best shooters, he's the guy you want with the ball. Unfortunately, just couldn't bury it. So
tough look as you see the final East Coast Wings and Grills final stat totals there. LR 70 points, 26-63, 8-29 from 3, 10-14 from the free throw line, 38 rebounds, 20 assists, and 14 turnovers. While UVA Wise 29-58 from the field, 6-21 from 3, 7-10 from the line, 33 rebounds, 20 assists, and 12 turnovers. Well, thanks for staying tuned here today on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. I'm Adekale Ande, on behalf of Jeremy Zalaka. We wish you a good